CEO Bobby. Everybody's wondering what is going to happen to CEO Bobby on so many levels. There were people who are telling me, and I'm gonna go again back to the huge gaming platforms, okay? Because all the big gaming platforms where people got on there and said, I would not support Activision Blizzard games. And now that they're hearing news that CEO Bobby Kotick, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Kotick or something like that, they believe that after about a year or so, once the acquisition is complete, or 2023, okay, so we'll say a year or so, it might leak over, we don't know. But once the acquisition is complete, that he will no longer be a part of this. He will move on. He will no longer be working there, and he will take this wonderful, wonderful payout of $390 million. Okay. And guess what people are doing? They're rejoicing all over. Yay! Woohoo! I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, Nick, thank you. I can't believe it. He's going to be going. I'm going to buy Activision Blizzard games again. Bobby is gone. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, just shut it. Because I'm here to tell you that's not how big business works. Big business don't work like that. They don't have an agreement that they signed where they're going to be terminated at the will whenever they say so. They don't have to go by that. Hell, you got a bunch of employees and random people to sign a petition, and this man could spit on it. Nothing you can do. You know why? Because he's the head honcho. It hurts. I know it hurts. It hurts. But I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm not here to, sugarcoat it. CEO Bobby, disgusting, twisted, mentally ill, has to be, chauvinistic, male, asshole. Dang, I broke the algorithm, finally. But he is. Okay, he just flat out is. Multiple times, allegations of sexual misconduct have came across his desk. Your desk, CEO Bobby, and guess what you did? You ignored it. That's not the worst, though. That's not the worst. No, it ain't. It's a guy that you know personally, that's your friend, that did it as well. And guess what? Brought to your desk, same situation. You ignored it, but not only you ignored it, he did it again. Came across your desk again, and you brought him in your office and said, hey, dude, chill out. And that was the end of that. CEO Bobby, I'm here to tell you something. This is breaking news probably to you, okay? You might not care. You rich asshole. You don't care about me, right? But you're going to hear it. That's the thing about having a voice now. 2022, I love it. You can just put your stuff out there, and they got to hear it. They got to feel it. I can at you. You can try to dodge it, and it's going to hit you in your chest. So CEO Bobby, feel this. You can forever be rich, man. You can have all the money. I personally don't think you're going to even be going for the company. But you're a sick, disgusting asshole that thinks that you have power over this situation. Well, guess what? I'm going to buy the games from Activision Blizzard because I like them. I don't care what you say. I've never, trust me, y'all. I've never heard a word this man spoke. I've never heard nothing. Okay? I have not heard a word this man spoke. Everything I'm hearing is through quotes and articles and different publications that I'm reading it from. Dude, so I probably could hear you. Maybe I'd be cool with you, maybe not. But I can tell you one thing. I, myself, am a human being. And when I hear issues of sexual misconduct, if I'm high up or low down, guess what happens? I take it seriously because of sexual misconduct. For me, where I was raised predominantly by my mom. Okay, lived a lot with my mom and dad sometimes, but predominantly with my mom. I don't play that. Okay, sexual misconduct is nothing we not even playing. I got daughters. I don't play that. Okay, none of that. So if any one of my daughters came home and told me you, CEO Bobby, got something across your desk and said it was nothing, CEO Bobby, I would have been lighting your ass up a long time ago on here. See, that's the difference. It got so bad, it hit the light. Damn, that's a shame. That's a shame. CEO Bobby, I'm here to tell you that I'm going to spill the beans to everybody about the latest meeting. Hell, why not? A lot of people don't know about that. Well, CEO Bobby had a recent meeting. And guess what? CEO Bobby didn't give a damn about nobody. Showed up late, didn't address anything, nothing about anything that's been going on. Now, if you guys know me and know the show and know everything that's been going on TikTok, I've been having some of these go viral on TikTok. These clips going big. You guys know this has been going on for months. How do you get to a meeting where people are there, internal meetings, so there's no like media around, even though trust me, anything he said was going to come out that meeting. And I think he knew that. Okay. But he didn't address any of it. And it could be business because the Microsoft acquisition maybe doesn't want to go any further. He's been told to shut his damn mouth. Don't say anything about anything possible. PR people will tell you that. So I'm not even mad that he went that route. But the late, come on, CEO Bobby. You should have been there early. You should have been there early with your mic muted. I would have been there just like this, muted. But you didn't do that. Okay, let's get to the article because I ain't even going to waste time. Let's show this. Bobby Kotick frustrates Activision Blizzard's employees at the internal meeting. So now Eurogamer had a whole podcast. Shout out to Eurogamer. Let me give y'all a bomb, man. Oh no. Hey, it's meant to be, Eurogamer. I can't, when I hit the button and it happens, it's meant to be. That's what happens. So yeah, I don't know. You guys check it out if you want to. I was going to give proper shout out to y'all because I'm reading the article. And Ed Nightingale, shout out to you. Okay. But Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby held an internal meeting on the morning of the 20th of January to address employee concerns about the Microsoft acquisition. So I will say this business meeting starting out is about the Microsoft acquisition, but people should have a Q&A at the end. You always want to have these meetings with some sort of any questions. And you're there to answer any questions. Even if you were going to say no comment, you give them the time and the voice because they kind of feel empowered. Because then at that point, this whole thing wouldn't be people leave frustrated. It would be Bobby does not address whatever. And then you take the heat on yourself because that's what people never do is take accountability. However, according to the report by Washington Post, employees were left frustrated. The fireside chat, they had to give it some name like that, which took place over video conference, was just 16 minutes long instead of the build 30 minutes. So you had a 30-minute segment. And I'm going to tell you, I do have a normal 9 to 5, right? I go to meetings all the time, man. I'll be there. I cut my camera on. We sit in the meetings. We discuss different things, right? It's not hard. Like you tell, if I'm on the phone, you know what I'm doing? Hey, I know what's going on. I got a meeting to go to. I'm going to call you back. Bow. Go to the meeting. You are late. I'm sorry. At that point, Bobby, it's intentional. I think it's intentional. And you might be just heading out the door just by on your actions. But for some reason, I think the stubborn ass rich billionaire in you just wants to stay in position. I think so. And I think it might happen. I'm not on, but okay. Kotick rocked up 7 minutes late and failed to respond to fielded questions submitted by employees in advance of the meeting. So even worse. Oh my goodness. So he got the questions before the meeting. Bobby. You got the questions before the meeting. You could have PR'd one of them. Oh, Bobby, come on, man. Damn, Bobby, you just making me look all the way bad. Okay, anyways. So instead of addressing employee concerns around the takeover and the ongoing sexual harassment lawsuit, he discussed Microsoft's interest in the metaverse and joked that employees wouldn't have to migrate to Microsoft Teams. Oh, my God. Yo, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I'm going to tell y'all something. I mean this. I mean this badly. Anytime you're in a meeting, and this is for all the higher ups, okay? I've sometimes had to be in meetings. I've had to run meetings before, okay? Believe me, I've done it. And guess what you want to do? You want to go ahead and coordinate everything. You want things to be orchestrated well. CEO Bobby just proved right here with the joke to Microsoft Teams, he don't give a shit. Who cares about the algorithm? Who cares? At this point, who cares? Right? So he made a joke about Microsoft Teams. For those who don't know, Microsoft Teams, an application that a lot of different businesses use. A business that I currently am for does not use it anymore. Was using it, but no longer uses it, and now supports Slack. So shout out to Slack, man. Let me give a big shout out to Slack. Slack is nice. I like Slack, and I think Slack is, I ain't gonna hate on Microsoft. I'm a Microsoft fanboy. Teams might be, but I can tell you that my commitment to the company is to remain in my role. Remain in my role. I'm not leaving. Okay? To me, pull me up on big screen. Hell nah, Bobby. Hell to the nah, Bobby. No, you didn't. We got on white shirts too, but I'm not the ambassador. You are. Bobby, this is tripped out. You just had the nerve to say that, Bobby. You can't keep the job, Bobby. You messed up. Stop it. Stop trying to stay in position. We know you can. We know you got the money. We know you're the CEO. We know you got stocks and a lot of shares in Activision. We know you're going to get a $390 million payout once you leave anyway. So even if it all bombs to hell, you come out a winner. Okay? I remember the LA Clippers having to sell the team with Donald Sterling. Do you remember that, CEO Bobby? Let me talk to you. Let me preach to you some knowledge, CEO Bobby. See, the LA Clippers had Donald Sterling, who was the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, who was recorded by his mistress, okay, which I believe is his mistress. I don't know if it's girlfriend, wife. I don't know. I don't care enough. But she recorded him saying racial slurs and things like that about the different black NBA players that she hung with. Now, guess what happened? He was forced to sell the team. That's because in the NBA, they had what you call Adam Silver. Got in there, and I believe it was Adam Silver at that time, but got in there and said, you know what, all the owners, hey, we need to come together. What we want to go do? We're going to vote. Who's going to vote this man out? They voted this man out. He was forced to sell the team. Yes, they did force him to sell the team. I do believe he had a lawsuit at that point later with the NBA, which was settled. So they paid him. So it was bogus to even have him forced to sell the team. That's how it works with big money. CEO Bobby don't care. He wants to remain in his role. When you say something like that in the middle of your whole spiel, when you come into a meeting late, you made sure to say that. There was a reason you wanted people to know you said that. There was a reason you wanted them to know. And you wanted to know because that's like a power trip. You know all the things in the news is about you not being in your role. And the one thing you say is, I want to remain in my role. Going with that, CEO Bobby. Anyway, let's pull it up. Okay. Employees believe this suggests Kotick will not remain at the company once the acquisition is complete, but that he will at least be staying until that point. He likened Activision to be important as his children, and I feel like he will not let go of it, an anonymous employee told the Washington Post. And you know what? That's kind of a nice analogy, like a child that he don't want to let go of. You know I still love you. With no mention of the strike, the lawsuit, or any of the continuing issues, there may as well not have been a Q&A at all. We could have read a press release and slept an extra 15 minutes. That was bad. All bad for CEO Bobby. So the acquisition, people go, oh, what happens to CEO Bobby after the acquisition? Well, guess what? It's already been said. CEO Bobby's probably going to remain throughout the remainder of the merger or the acquisition. Once it's complete in summers of 2023, by that time it is said CEO Bobby will be out. Now, this is what I believe. I believe it's going to play by PR ear. If CEO Bobby goes under the radar and nobody says anything, I don't think nothing's going to be said. I think he can hold his position. Everything's getting swept under the rug once Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard. And for those who are worried, oh my goodness, layoffs, I'm going to get my job. You know what? There may be some layoffs. There may be, but I have seen times where there are no layoffs. Things stay the same. So I wouldn't go as far. You would think, oh, you don't need 2 HR departments. You don't need 2 of the, I understand that. But a lot of that is when businesses take over, if they like what you're doing, a lot of times they want you to keep certain things intact. So there's certain things in the agreement that are, like, hey, we don't want to change. And that's kind of where you have to wait to summer 2023 so they lock in on everything they're going to do. But CEO Bobby is going to be a part of that. He's going to be a part of these meetings. He's going to be making, he's probably going to be making some different announcements later on. CEO Bobby's here to stay. And that's what's sad about this whole thing. So I want to say to everybody in Activision Blizzard who went out there on strike, shout out to everybody who unionized at Raven Software, who are now seeing what CEO Bobby has done and said, enough's enough. We're going to unionize here. And Activision Blizzard, that's one of the things that they're, currently talking about is they want to unionize, but that's going to be difficult. Okay, so a lot of things in the works, but CEO Bobby is there to stay. So shout out to you guys. I hope you guys can make it through it, man. Kudos to y'all. Damn. Sucky situation, but CEO Bobby's here to stay. Okay, he's here to stay.